Hello, everyone, and welcome to the RvB Prep Practice Round. Thank you very much for joining me for the first time today. My name is Clemens. I am the RvB Director for Swift for the 2022 to 2023 year, and I'll be going over everything you need to know for the practice round today. But first, I would like to ask everybody to please use the sign-in link to sign in and tell us that you are here today. Keep in mind that those are two I's and not two L's. So yeah, if you want to use an alternative method, feel free to use our linktree/CalPolySwift for that. Before we get started, though, we have a couple of things to go over. We'd like to ask you guys to please be paid members. I know that there's basically 1 month left in this semester. However, you do get some perks for being a paid member. For example, you get our very cool brand new paid member t-shirts. Vinny has one. If you guys are in the room, you guys can check that out. If you're on Zoom, I guess you could ask and we'll try to send you a picture or something like that. But yeah, it's $20 for the spring semester. And yeah. As you can see on the schedule, we have only a few meetings left. Today is the practice round. This Friday will be the debrief of the practice round environment. And on Saturday, we will have our Spring RvB event. So everybody, welcome to Practice RvB. The theme for the Practice RvB is a company called Good Computers. And as you can tell, they are a very good computer repair shop. You will find 2 boxes on your environment, which I will get to shortly. And your goal is to defend your boxes and keep your services up. Now, please note that we are not going to be having an active red team component for the practice round. So anything that you do will be done in relative quietness. But we do recommend this as a great time for you to practice out any competition material you might have and to get used to finding vulnerabilities and patching them up. All right, let's talk about accessing the vSphere and the VPN. If you check your emails, and you might have to check your junk boxes, you will see that the credentials have been sent out for the practice round by Bryant. It'll be something like 14 something pod user and then a password. So your team number is going to be the last 2 digits there. Here is the VPN login instructions. If you have not downloaded the VPN already, here is the link da.gd/RvBVPN23. If you are competing in RvB this Saturday, you can also find the VPN profile in the announcements for the RvB competition server. So you can use one of the 2 methods. But to join the VPN, all you have to do is click the import button, click the file that you've downloaded, and then you can go ahead and click the connect button. Once you click the connect button, the pin is 6 zeros, and then you can click connect. Does anybody have any questions about joining the VPN? I don't think you would have to, but it's generally good practice to keep things updated. Pro tip for RvB. Once you're done with that, in order to access the competition environment, navigate yourself over to https://elsa.stc.cpp. If you've gone there recently, you might not see this page, but if you haven't, you'll see this page that says that your connection isn't private. We assure you we're not trying to steal your information. And you can go ahead and click advanced and then go ahead and click continue to elsa.stc.cpp unsafe. Again, it is pretty safe. If you do not see that advanced button, you can go ahead and type "this is unsafe" directly into the browser, and it'll automatically send you to this page. Once you're here, go ahead and click on Launch vSphere Client HTML5 in order to launch the vSphere client so that you can access the competition environment. You're going to be logging in with your pod user and your password, which again have been sent out via emails. 14xx pod user, so yeah. And once you're in, you'll see something like this, except it won't say 01 RvB. It's going to say 03 Swift Workshops, and it's not going to be 12xx pod. It's going to be 14xx pod. You'll find 3 boxes. You'll find x86.goodcomputers, and then you'll also find x64.goodcomputers, and you'll also find a pod router. That pod router is out of scope, keep in mind. So please do not try to modify anything with the routers. You could break your images. Now let's talk about the scoring engine, which I have just put up. The scoring engine is going to be very, very similar to what you're going to be experiencing at the actual competition. So this would be a great time for you to get familiar with the scoring engine and get used to it. So go ahead and navigate yourself over to https://scoring.stc.cpp, and you'll be able to see everything. If you click the login button, you can see that I forgot to change these text boxes, but you can log in with 14xx pod user and your password. This is the same password as what you use to log into vSphere. We have one unified password for all services. Once you're inside, you can go ahead and change your passwords for your users by clicking on the passwords button at the top that would now appear, and you can do a password change request. Now, in order to do a password change request, all you have to do is type in something like Bob, comma, new password, and click submit PCR. If you want to change the password for every single user at once, type all, comma, and then your password, and then click submit PCR. Does anybody have any questions regarding the scoring engine or any password changes whatsoever? I don't see any questions in the room or on Zoom, so I'll go ahead and continue. All right, so we're introducing to this practice round one inject. This inject is completely optional, but we highly recommend that you complete it just so that you can get used to the format and get used to typing these injects out. Inject number 0. We would like you to complete an inventory of the practice round environment. We'd like you to include details such as users, OSs, services, network information, and so on. Any additional information that you provide beyond this point would help you in the actual competition to make sure that you get full points. Any inject submissions should be DM'd to me. That tag is incorrect. It should be entailed number 1, 2, 3, 4. Please DM me by the Friday workshop. We cannot guarantee that it will be graded after the Friday workshop. You might receive a DM from myself or any member of Green Team, 2 of which include Mr. Vinny and Miss Sydney over there, and Mr. Kenneth. That's 3 actually, and myself because I'm Green Team too. So yeah, you might be able to expect a message from any of us 9 people. We would like to encourage you to practice being professional and complete, since both are used on the grading scale for the injects. And you will lose points if you say something like, yo, what's up? Here, your information, bye. So what if you need help with the practice round? Well, I'm here for Green Team support. Go ahead and DM me. This time the tag is correct, and I'll help, or I'll get one of the other Green Team members to help. As long as you don't DM me at like 4 a.m., I can help you out. So there you go. Box reverts can help both here in the practice round and in the actual competition. Box reverts have no penalty, so feel free to box revert as much as you want. If you decide to delete every single file on your computer named service for some reason, like some guy I knew in high school, box reverts can help. The format they would like you to use is, and you can see that the number is wrong, but it would be 14xx pod user and then your box name. So for example, it would be 1401 pod user with the box x86. The practice round will close on Friday, so you have all of the time between now and Friday to work on it. The practice round will remain up, and after the Friday workshop, we will go and tear it down in preparation for the Saturday event. And that basically concludes it. Does anybody have any questions or anything about anything I've covered, anything about the RvB practice round environment? Yes. Sorry? What do you mean by that? Oh, I probably should have put that somewhere. So on the Windows box, your default user is going to be the administrator user. And on Linux, your default user is going to be the root user. The password for every single user in the environment is GUDPW!23, no caps. I will go ahead and type this out in the meeting chat, and I'll go ahead and put this up on like a notepad text file or something. It's oops, that's the wrong one. I have to type it over here. Good PW!23. As you can tell, it's a very good password, as the name suggests.
Clem, could you just put it on the slide or something so that the recording can catch it?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Come on. There we go. There we go. All right, there are the passwords. So the top one's for the Windows box and the bottom one's for the Linux box. But as you'll see, you can still log in with the top password even on the Linux box because we've domain joined everything. All right, does anybody have any further questions or concerns regarding the practice round environment? Going once, going twice, going 3 times. Well, in that case, thank you very much, everybody, for coming today. We will see you on Friday for the reveal of the practice round environment. That will be led at the beginning by myself, but then it will be led by Jimmy for the last half. So, yeah. We will see you on Friday.